What's up, everyone? Welcome to the November 7th edition of DraftKings Tournament Plays brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoney DFS. We have a massive 15-game NBA slate tonight. Every single team is in play, and we're going to take a look at 5 of the top tournament options using the Boom Bust tool on the Stokastic.com website. But first, we do have an offer from BetMGM. Click the link in the description below. Sign up, make a deposit, place a real money wager, and receive a risk-free first bet up to $1,000, in addition to 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. Be sure to take advantage of this offer. Click that link below. Now, looking at the top 5 tournament options on DraftKings, coming in at number 5, Bojan Bogdanovic, projected for 5% ownership with an 8% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Bogdanovic is $5,700 and has averaged 0.92 DraftKings points per minute. He has a favorable matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. And one reason I do like Bogdanovic is that we've actually seen a more condensed rotation for the Detroit Pistons recently, but they've been involved in a bunch of blowouts since they started doing it. Corey Joseph has not been in the rotation anymore. As a result, we're seeing longer stints from their starters. It's just that with a couple of exceptions, they haven't really been playing the fourth quarter recently. This game only has a 1-point spread. I think it's likely that we get 33, 34, 35 minutes from Bogdanovic compared to his season average of about 31 minutes per game. Number 4, Russell Westbrook, projected for 6% ownership with an 8% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He is a $6,500 point guard on DraftKings. Now, as I started to record this, we did get news that LeBron James is not going to be playing today. That 6% ownership on Westbrook is going to skyrocket, but so is his 8% chance of being in the optimal lineup because he has averaged 1.4 DraftKings points per minute without LeBron James on the floor this year. He's been extremely productive even when he has shared the floor with Anthony Davis without LeBron. This $6,500 price tag looks fantastic now that we know LeBron is not playing. Number 3, Zach LaVine, 6% projected ownership, 8% chance of being in the optimal lineup. LaVine is listed as questionable, but I'm expecting him to play since he sat out yesterday on the front end of a back-to-back. He has a relatively difficult matchup against the Toronto Raptors, but without LaVine yesterday, we saw the Raptors very, very aggressively double-teaming DeMar DeRozan. They limited him to just 9 field goal attempts. I expect that we won't see that same level of aggression towards DeRozan with LaVine back, but if we do, it would open the door for a massive game for LaVine. Regardless, though, he's only $7,300. He's averaged 1.04 DraftKings points per minute, and he's likely to give you 34 or 35 minutes tonight against Toronto. Number 2, Kevin Porter Jr., 9% projected ownership, 9% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Porter is $7,400 with point guard eligibility. He's averaged 1.1 DraftKings points per minute and about 34 minutes per game so far this season. He is listed as questionable on the injury report, though, so be sure to keep an eye on his status. And number 1, DeAnthony Melton, only $5,300 with point guard and shooting guard eligibility. Melton is projected for 10% ownership with a 12% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He's averaged 1 DraftKings point per minute so far this season. Joel Embiid is questionable for the Sixers, although we did go through shoot around. If Embiid is back, Melton's production takes somewhat of a hit, but the minute should still be there at the cheap price tag. If Embiid were to sit, Melton will look even better. So to recap, the top 5 tournament options as things currently stand, or as things stood before LeBron James was ruled out a few minutes ago. Number 5, Bojan Bogdanovic. Number 4, Russell Westbrook, but certainly better now. Number 3, Zach LaVine. Number 2, Kevin Porter Jr. And number 1, DeAnthony Melton.